Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
And for those who aren't familiar with Kotobukiya, they have been doing Marvel collectibles for so long now with their fine art statues, which are 1/6 scale statues, high-end collectible statues. They've also got their smaller 8 to 9 inch Artifacts Plus vinyl statues. They did the Adi Granov series last year. They're doing the X-Men this coming year. They didn't have any of those out on display, though. They've got the Bishojo line of the Pretty Women, and they also have the Artifacts vinyl statues for Marvel movies. And while we were there, we talked to Dan, and he gave us a little tour of his booth.
So we're at the Kotobukiya booth with Dan Lalonde again. Welcome back to the show, sir.
Hi, Arnie. How's it going?
It's going great. You guys have an immensely impressive display here, not with quantity, but with the quality of items you guys have out. You have the number one thing I've seen at Toy Fair here, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit. But we'll save the best for last. Let's go through some of the other stuff. First of all, we were talking about the X-Men Adi Granov Artifacts Plus, because the Avengers are now all out. I just got my Iron Man last week.
Yep.
We got Deadpool coming in between, I understand?
Deadpool should be arriving to retailers sometime mid to late March. As you may be aware, there is some backup at the port, so things are taking a little longer to get processed into our warehouse in the U.S. But yeah, he's still on schedule to be here late this month, and hopefully we'll have him in retail by March. The black and gray version, that's the Diamond Previews exclusive, so you can get that through vendors who purchase through Diamond. And then the red and black outfit is the standard release. What's unique about this piece, aside from the extra pieces, is he does come with the sign, and it's an actual board that you can, it has a dry erase pen, so you can write your own messages. As you can see, we've had some fun at the show writing our own messages on this board.
Will any standard dry erase marker work on that?
Sure, yeah.
Because I want to put the Marvelicious Toys logo in full color on his sign and have him just touting our show.
That'd be great. Actually, we provide a pen, and it has an eraser integrated on the cap, so you'll get that straight out of the package. But yeah, I imagine any dry eraser pen will work with this particular sign.
Very cool. And anything else coming up in the future of Artifacts Plus, or is it you're focusing on the Avengers line or the X-Men line for right now?
Right now, the focus is the X-Men line, and we've been working very closely with Adi to get the artwork completed. First up will be Cyclops. I believe, and I have to check on this, but I believe he'll be available sometime summer or fall of this year. And then from Cyclops, we'll be going to Emma Frost, and then I believe Magneto, and then it'll go into 2016. We also have plans in the works for another line after the X-Men, so we're real excited about that. So the line's going to just continue to grow, and we're just going to add more characters as they come.
That's great. And what I love about this is having all the Avengers the way you've got them here is for collectors, especially with space as a premium, you're able to get so many in a nice, compact, but impressive display.
Yeah, that's one of the high points or selling points of the Artifacts Plus collection, at least in this form. We've kind of gone out of that boundary with other statues, and I can bring those examples up when we get to them. But for this line and for the DC line, the magnets on the feet and the included black base, square base, allows you to position it wherever you'd like. Even the Deadpool one, as you can see, it has a circular logo base, but it still allows you to position him wherever you'd like on that base. So there can be overlap if you get both versions of Deadpool.
And I'm just going to throw this out there as ideas. I know you love suggestions. Blue and yellow Deadpool for Comic-Con.
Blue and yellow Deadpool. Well, you know, we've got a lot of surprises in store for Comic-Con, so I'm just going to say that in the coming months, your listeners can look forward to those announcements.
And then moving into the Avengers Age of Ultron stuff, you've got an Artifacts statue, which you guys, as far as Marvel goes, you primarily do those for the movies. You had the Iron Man 3, the War Machine, and the Mark 42. and now you've got the Mark 43 here.
Yes, this is a first-time announcement for the show. It's the 43 armor in a museum pose. He will have lights within the chest, the eyes, and I believe the palms too will light up. I'm not sure if that's just a standard switch that'll turn those lights on. I don't think there'll be any other. I know before we've done sound activation and motion. I believe this will just be a standard switch, but I'm not sure on that.
And the base there, it's not light up, but it's got like this translucent red behind the Avengers A on it.
Yeah, I think that's a really neat kind of feature of the base, and it makes the A stand out and gives it a nice look because you can see there's detailing under the translucent red plastic that was used.
Yeah, I definitely see a display with maybe some rope lights you could put under there just a little bit. Sure. Also to bottom illuminate that would be very cool.
Yeah. So this continues our line of Iron Man Artifacts releases. We did Iron Man for Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, plus we also had one for the Avengers. So it'll be a nice piece for the collector who's been picking up those particular items.
And then also for Age of Ultron, you've got the Artifacts Plus coming, which is, I'm surprised you're able to call that a plus statue with the size it is. It really is outside the scale of what I normally consider Artifacts Plus from you guys.
It is, without question, the largest, most elaborate, and complex Artifacts Plus we've ever attempted. And I think the results are just stunning. And one thing, and we were talking about this before we began this interview, is it's something you really need to see in person. I mean, pictures don't do it justice, and collectors that are familiar with the Artifacts Plus name, they know it's 1/10 scale, but when you see the Hulkbuster just towering over the Hulk, you really begin to understand what we set out to accomplish.
Yeah, I was just impressed with the amount of detail. I mean, the Hulk is great, but he's dwarfed both physically and in just terms of impressiveness by that Iron Man. We've talked so much about the Iron Man off mic that I've ignored the Hulk, but he looks great. I love the green and the slight wash on him and the Age of Ultron pants. He looks really good. But that Hulkbuster, the amount of detail under the armor, in the joints that you've put, on the bottom of the feet that you've got, and you guys do such a great job, and I am endlessly impressed how you're able to give a metallic look to a vinyl collectible. You do it with the Artifacts, you do it with the Artifacts Plus, but that looks really, it's got that kind of car gloss to it.
Yeah, and we actually went through several paint applications just to get it right. And we got the assets from Marvel Studios, so that armor is the same data that was used in the film. And the sculptor, Abe-san, is the same sculptor that worked on the Avengers Artifacts Plus, a tremendous talent that works with the company. So Hulk, as you can probably tell, is hand sculpted. The Hulkbuster is a combination of a digital printout of the armor and then the sculptor actually taking those pieces and placing them in the position, in the pose that you see there to really bring the whole piece together. So it's a nice combination of both old traditional and new technology just to bring together a really impressive piece.
And then moving on to the fine art statues, we've seen the ones you've got here before. Are these different? Are these production samples versus prototypes that we're taking a look at, or are these have these been production? I think the last time we saw them in person was New York Comic Con.
Yeah, I believe the Wolverine is a production sample, so because that's going to be shipping shortly. The Rogue is a paint master, so that's the same one that we unveiled, I believe, at New York Comic Con last year. And Carnage, I'd have to look into that. I believe that may be an early factory sample or the paint master. I'm not sure on that one. But yeah, those we've shown these pieces before. We're just showing them again so everyone knows that the line is here. Generally, we like to show a new piece here at the show, and we wanted to do that, but we had to reshuffle a few things around. But I want to assure everyone that the line is going strong. Eric Sosa is still on board. He's actually working right now on a project. And for San Diego Comic-Con, we're going to have a real blowout for the Marvel Fine Art statue line. So we're really looking forward to that.
Awesome. And then you kind of spoiled the show a little bit by showing off the new Bishojos through your Facebook page ahead of time. But good to see Wasp here in person.
Well, we a week ago, we had the Wonder Festival in Japan. So those pieces were shown and unveiled during that event. So we wanted to kind of get those announcements out on Facebook around the same time or a little earlier. So, but we are showing the Wasp in person for the first time, and the other announcement that you are referring to, Lady Deadpool, we're showing the artwork here. And I want to let everyone know that we've received some comments about Lady Deadpool having an alternative portrait, unmasked, and I'm happy to say that we'll be able to offer that for that particular release.
And would that be a scarred face or an unscarred face on Lady Deadpool?
As of now, we're looking at an unscarred face.
All right, great. And anything else coming up with the Marvel line that our listeners should know about?
Other than the fact that we have plans to continue the Bishoujo line well into next year and beyond. Like I said earlier, the Marvel Fine Art line is going strong, and we'll be debuting some new characters at San Diego Comic-Con. And as far as the Marvel Cinematic Universe goes, we're fully on board to support those particular movies as they come out. And those announcements, of course, will be happening when the timing is appropriate. But we're really on board with the Marvel property, and they love the work we do, and we love what they do. So it's a great partnership.
So to talk around what you can't talk about, will there be further Marvel Cinematic Universe announcements this year?
This year, most likely, no. Our schedule is full. So what you're seeing here is probably it for 2015. It's a lot, because when you take into the fact that the X-Men Artifacts Plus consists of 7 characters, that's 7 distinct SKUs or UPCs that we have scheduled. Not all of those will be released this year, but that's a full lineup for the Artifacts Plus line.
So nothing for Ant-Man?
No.
Okay, well, Dan, thank you very much for the time. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Arnie.
Yeah, I told Dan off the mic, when I saw the price of that Artifacts Plus Hulkbuster, I kind of blanched a little bit. I mean, the most expensive Artifacts Plus I'd ever bought was the Hulk, and he was only $90. This was so much more expensive than that, being about $150, $160. When I saw it in person, worth more than that. I would think this is a $200 collectible.
Wow.
The scale is right. I mean, Hulk is big in this thing. It's about the same size as the other Artifacts Plus Hulk. And then Hulkbuster is to scale with it. And the combination of the digital, all of the brushwork to make the Hulkbuster armor look scraped and a little battle-worn, it's Hot Toys level good. It's not articulated, but it's Hot Toys level good.
No, I mean, you're right. That totally caught my eye. Like, where edges would get scuffed on things. You can see a little bit of silver showing through here and there. It's gorgeous. It doesn't look like plastic painted. It looks like a shrunken down metal item.
I have no idea what alchemy Kotobukiya uses to make their vinyl look like car metal, but they've always been able to do it. Marjorie bought me one of the Artifacts vinyl Iron Man Mark IIIs back when they did those, and I was just so impressed with how good that looked.
Yeah, it looks tremendous.
Yeah, like we've been saying, this is going to be the year of the Hulkbuster, and this one is, I'd say, top of the list right now until we get to see detailed images of Hot Toys. But this is the best Hulkbuster that I have seen yet.
And keep in mind, this is $150.
Oh, I'm not even comparing price or quality. I'm saying just as far as what we know is coming. Mm-hmm. So far, this is the best looking one that we have seen.
Yeah, but when Hot Toys comes out, assuming it looks this good, it's going to cost the price of 5 of these.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at marvelicioustoys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.